According to a group of scientists met up in a bar here in the neighborhood of Fremont in Seattle and proclaimed it to be the center of the universe. People asked, well, how did you come? Like they said, well, just because it is. Because we said so. Then in 1994, the city council said, yep, this is Fremont, the artistic of the center of the universe. So welcome everyone to the official center of the universe here in Fremont, where we're going to explore. Yeah, stay tuned for that. A statue of Lenin. And maybe other coffee and bites along the journey. I'm Ariel, this is Urbanist. Let me know where you're watching from. Let's go explore the center of the universe here in Fremont, Seattle. Today's another sunny day in Seattle. Now we're already starting to see some great street art. And I just came out of this cafe. I was doing some work inside and had a cold brew as well. And I'll show you the bites, but I will be showing other I had at a cafe called Café con Todo, which I actually really like the name. As a Puerto Rican, it brings me joy to see this name. But I love this kind of jazzy artwork. It's very nice. So this is the neighborhood of Fremont here in Seattle. And we're the neighborhood, find the market, find the troll under the bridge, and the Lenin. Hello Ron, hello Rhonda, hello Susu. We got a few mega urbanists tuning in. Rhonda and Susu. Hello George, hello Doreen, hello DS, hello Nicole, another mega urbanist. Thank you so much for tuning in. Mega urbanist for your contributions. Hello everyone, let me know where you're watching from. We are in the neighborhood of Fremont. Look, Outsider Comics and Geek Boutique. Ooh, that rhymes, I like that. Geek Boutique. We are size inclusive, it says. So let me know if you're able to hear me and see me correctly. Seattle seems to have pretty good service throughout, but there might be some hiccups. How was your stomach after yesterday? I took, Katie is referring to yesterday I ended up eating a lot of great coffee, but of course it was strong coffee. And then I had a very strong I survived. I then tried having fish and chips because that was the only thing open after 5:30 p.m. And the fish and chips, I luckily had to drink tons and tons of water in order to clear out. I'm so glad. Hello, Susie. What has been the highlight of your trip so far, says DS? Good question. The Space Needle and seeing Mount Rainier much a highlight thus far. Will you visit any historical sites? Says Dwayne. You know, Dwayne, that's an excellent question. Seattle's not really a place for like history. Of course, there's that history of the pioneer, but yeah, I don't know of too many. Let me know if anyone recommends any true historical spots. There's Smith Tower, which I'll show you at some point. It's one of the more famous in America. It was one of the tallest skyscrapers west of Mississippi for I think nearly 100 years, or a very long time, many decades. So I'll show you that. But other than that, I'm not sure if there's that much history that predates the 1960s. Beautiful hills over here. See you here. We can hear you, but your audio is off. Arlene says, "Oh, you're going in and out." Oh no. Hello, George. Wendy says, Wendy, nice. Are the only historical facts of Seattle, says Joe. Yeah. I mean, we did see Bruce Lee yesterday. Where it's at yet? Is it in Fremont? Do let me know. Ooh, Fremont is known for its beer. It's burning for some reason. There's something as well. And here we have a place called Aslan, Seattle. Oh, interesting. Kind of looks cool. Tea places. I'm sure there has to be a good tea place. I haven't seen one specifically yet, but I'm sure there is. Interesting sculpture with a heart-shaped stone on the top. Look. My dad was a businessman in Fremont his entire life, says Janice. Oh, cool, Janice. So here we have Cafe Ladro, which we went yesterday in the neighborhood of Capitol Hill. Today we're in the neighborhood of Fremont. And very good Italian style espresso here. So local Seattleites, let me know your food recommendations and your coffee recommendations for this neighborhood. Seattle is for the food and the coffee and the markets and things like that. Cities. And that's why I haven't been really going deep into any history, because I think the deep talk about the pioneers and the Klondike Gold Rush and things like that. So that's why we are going usually without itinerary, without plan, without agenda. We're wandering around these neighborhoods. So I love that we have locals that also tune in, and people who have visited Fremont a whole lot, and they say that there's a lot of cool things here. So thank you so much for tuning in and giving us your recommendations. We passed a chocolate shop. Oh yeah, there's a chocolate shop here. Do you want to turn back a little bit? It's only about like 2 minutes. to visit a chocolate shop. I'm not sure if this one's here in Seattle. And someone said just go Fremont Coffee. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But Doreen says, have you tried any Italian food here yet? No, not yet. Only Italian espresso, which has been very good at Cafe Ladro. Seems like a peaceful area. Yeah. Do Sundays feel more laid back here, says Robert. They do. I mean, Seattle overall, for such a big city, the metropolitan area has a 4.2 million. Pretty laid back. Like crazy laid back. It's one of the most laid back. So yeah, let me know. All right, chocolate. Rocky says yes, chocolate. Susie says yes, chocolate. All right, let's see if it's open. All right, we got to backtrack a little bit. Sally says, honey, lunch is ready. Sally, thank you so much. Washingtonian lunch. Angie says, Seattle personal COVID lockdown. I mean, really, really because of COVID, and because people are working from home, because even if people were working from home, aren't people supposed to live in Fremont and Capitol Hill in these residential neighborhoods? Because in New York, there's a lot of people out and about, because even if you're working from home, you're still going to the local cafe. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It has its own personality, but yes, if you're looking for big vibrancy, Seattle ain't it. Seattle, I think, is more of a laid-back city. So it's kind of the best of both worlds if you're looking for something that is still a big city, easy to get around, food, interesting, quirky side, pretty chill. It's the best of both worlds. Cool street art. Don't recognize these guys. Kind of looks like Martin Luther King, but very young. Susie says, is it still chilly? I am really cold. So yeah, it's pretty chilly. It's like 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Seattleites for pretty cold weather. G says, so far I like Seattle. Me too. I like Seattle so far. It is, and the city is beautiful. Like, it is a very pretty city. Because of the flora, the surrounding mountains. We saw the lake yesterday, part of it. And also just the architecture, the variety of different architecture, both very modern or industrial buildings like we see here. So this is Theo Chocolate, one of the more famous chocolate brands of this area. All right, let's do an audio check. A few people on Facebook specifically are saying that the audio is choppy. Can you let me know on YouTube if the audio is good? Is it a Facebook issue? So let me know if you hear me okay. Been hearing me okay. This area is like a cleaner version of Bushwick. It kind of feels that way, yeah. It kind of feels that way. Thanks for the Bruce Lee visit, says Joe. My pleasure. You know, I'm glad. I really find Bruce Lee to be very inspirational. So I'm so happy that we were able to see his gravesite. Dia says, I think it's because you're going in and out. Yeah, so when it comes to cell phone reception, I can't really control it. Seattle is a bit rocky in some places, but I can't really control it. Audio sometimes breaks. Yeah, unfortunately I can't control the audio of the cell phone reception. So it doesn't seem to be an audio issue, it's a cell phone reception issue. All right, let's go inside the chocolate bar. Hi, how's it going?
Doing well.
Good?
Let me know if you need help with anything.
Cool, awesome, thank you. Okay, so that was Theo Chocolate. They have a wide variety of different chocolates, but they are well known for their peanut butter cups. So I ended up getting the classic peanut butter cup. I was going to, at first I picked the dark chocolate one, but no, I want to go for classic milk chocolate peanut butter cup. Here. So Theo, you can probably find in most Whole Foods in America.
How's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Nice. Hi. So this is heart-shaped. Look at that. A heart-shaped peanut butter cup. I love peanut butter cups. Now, this is a strange concept to most people who are not American. They can't fathom combining peanut butter with anything, really, especially chocolate or sweets. I don't get that. I grew up loving peanut butter. And peanut butter, of course, is an American invention, made by one of the more famous Americans, George Washington Carver. He's the one who innovated peanut butter. That man is one of the greatest Americans who have ever lived. He made so many more inventions. He's African American. And I think it's worth saying he's African American because he doesn't get as Thomas Edison, for example, but he's as influential as a Thomas Edison. So let's eat this. Wow. Oh, that is a good peanut butter cup. Oh my. Oh, I like this. Makes me want to go to the movies. I have a association with peanut butter cup. Specifically the Reese's, which is the most famous one. I would buy the one with like the 4 ones. They were called the king size package. It would come with 4 peanut butter cups. And then later on, I would buy the mini ones or the Reese's Pieces as well. And this is really good. I love this. Thank you, George Washington Carver. Can we get a round of hearts? I gotta do a video on him. I think he's from Atlanta, so maybe one day when I go to that area of Georgia, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I'll do a video on him because he was a great man. So a round of hearts for George Washington Carver, who invented the peanut butter and a host of other different things. Oh. Is it as nice as Reese's? I like it a little bit better. Reese's, of course, is iconic, but I would eat this over a Reese's. As crazy sweet. The peanut butter is more, it's still whipped with sugar, butter, but doesn't feel as sweet. Kind of the Reese's and many other chocolates tend to be so sweet that it's kind of a burning sensation. Let me know, especially if you're not a person who eats too many sweets. I kind of avoid sugar in most of my daily life, aside from pastries. So when I have like a chocolate sweetness, so this one is not giving me that too much. Really, really good. I recommend them. Inside, they mention that it's an hour tour for their chocolate factory, but they're all sold out today, so you do have to book ahead of time. It seems to be a very popular attraction here. Because we're gonna have more food on this adventure, and coffee, and other things, a lot of other things. So stay tuned. I can't go a day without eating chocolate, says Kay. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. And is peanut butter is this peanut butter covered with chocolate? Yes. It's whipped sugar, so it's a little bit fluffier, and has chocolate over it, milk chocolate in this case. But they had dark chocolate, they had peanut butter and jelly as well. Have you ever thought of visiting Madrid, says Delano? I have visited Madrid. Those videos are not really up anymore because Facebook removed a lot of the older live videos, but yeah, did go to Madrid. There is peanut butter treats here, Ron says, in Philippines called Choco Nut. Interesting. Yeah, let me know. So Philippines seems to embrace some peanut butter. Let me know what other countries embrace peanut butter, because Europeans, many of them think we're weird for eating peanut butter. Nick says Canada also eats peanut butter. Oh, cool to hear that our brethren from the north also embrace the beauty of peanut butter. Oh, time flies by. I can't believe I've been live for 25 minutes. I am truly astonished how some live streamers can be so efficient with time. If anyone sees a great live streamer called Only in Japan Go, I think one of the best live streamers there is out there. Somehow he's able to cover so much in such a short period of time. So efficiently. And I'm astonished at how he does it. Joe says this area reminds me of Long Island. Yeah, it kind of does feel a little bit like Huntington. I do know what you mean. Oh, it's much more walkable than most of Long Island. But yeah, rise architecture too. Adam says, what is a Fremont troll? Stay tuned. DS says, did you check the ingredients? Might have oregano. As I mentioned, it's not legal to infuse oregano into food and drink. It's not prepackaged and not sold in a fine things with oregano in cafes, places like those. So don't worry. A few comments, people, yes, people who are not from America, even most Americans still don't quite know this culture yet. So I think it's worth saying that don't worry. If you go to a here's Fremont coffee. It looks really good, but let's it has nice outdoor seating. Someone's cooking a lot of popcorn around here. Here's the other companies you can rent a electric bike from. This is Vio. A lot of porches here. Yeah, it's so interesting to see porches. Commercial Street Avenue. A honey shop. That's so interesting.
Yeah, it's over there. It would have never happened.
Susie says, Ariel, it's coffee time for all of us. Stay tuned. I'll show at least one coffee shop soon. Stay tuned. Here in Seattle, don't worry. Just like the great cities like Rome, you won't be deprived of coffee. You'll find a coffee shop everywhere. Someone just lit up a big oregano joint. great thing about Seattle, as I mentioned this many times, a lot of mom and pop knick-knack stores and letterpress and like homemade gifts. It's really. And here we have mosaics on this sidewalk. Cool. Joe says Seattle's a big, small town. I think that's a great way of putting it. Yeah, that's how it feels like it. Wendy, the streetscape. Oh yeah, Inspire Life. Seattle is built definitely on the human scale. That's how it feels like walking around in most streets. Marina says, I'm very impressed with Seattle. Thanks for showing us this gorgeous city. Yeah, my pleasure. My pleasure. I'm glad you're enjoying Seattle. Sally says, are you enjoying the oregano? I can neither confirm nor deny that I'm enjoying it. Susie says, I don't like that smell. Just like in New York, Susie, you might have a tough time than in Seattle. There's a rocket ship. I heard that this was a thing here. All right, let's go to rocket ship first before we go to. Apartment buildings, yay. I like apartment buildings. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a rocket ship. And we can take this at any moment, head off into the stratosphere. Angie says you're near the Lenin statue. Oh yeah, we'll visit good old Vlad. Oh my god, I had a feeling. Yeah, sometimes people photobomb and not so nice. The guy was screaming obscenity. So that is always have class. It's a cool rocket ship. Dwayne says that's out of this world. Indeed it is. So here it is. Sponsors. Angie says Fremont was where all the hippies lived in the 1960s. And it stayed a hippie area for a long time. Yep. Hence why it's a republic. It was created by John Hodge with Quentin Licklider, Rod Miller, who designed more service. Oh yes, definitely. Wow, beautiful little store, Les Amis. Fremont Vintage Mall. Oh, we have arrived to the market. I'll come back to the market. Let's go to... Market is open until a little bit later. Huge parking lot. Yeah. To Germany at some point. Hopefully, still pretty restrictive to go there. All right, let's go to the Lenin statue.
Oh no, that's exciting.
Okay, so here we have more of the story of the rocket. Oh, look, there's a walking guide to Fremont. This is nice. Here we have all the Fremont sites. That's useful. It says in 1991, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, after a careful study at a local alehouse situated at the center of the universe, with barely a slur or stumble, to be at the intersection of North Fremont and 35th Street. They set it off as the center of the universe. Interesting. It says a premature erection. So they tried to erect the rocket. Unfortunately, when they tried to erect it, it was a bit premature and kind of it went limp. So that was the first attempt at putting up the rocket. Well, that entire plaque is just entire BS. I love it.
Oh, I didn't know this. Oh, what a good thing. You found it.
Hey Gordon, thank you so much for slamming the like button. I have a feeling the service is really bad. The cell phone reception. Oh no. So would you consider this area to be gentrified? Says Robert. I would consider this the place that Kurt Cobain was railing against. Well, I'm not sure. I can't tell. As Angie said, this was starting to be inhabited by hippies. The crowd here still seems pretty young. So I wouldn't say that's filled with tech workers. It doesn't appear that way. But all right, we're gonna cross.
Wait. 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 Wait.
Angie says this area is not gentrified. It's been this way for many years. Yeah, strikes me that way. Let me know the areas that Kurt Cobain's saying about gentrification. That's fascinating. Expire Life says, is this a family-friendly city? It is, yeah. It is very family-friendly. As someone mentioned yesterday in the comments, we passed a few bars and families were there. So unlike many other parts of the US, you can even go to the pub or to the local bar with your family and have a nice bite to eat. And there seems to be a lot of interesting things to do with your family, like going to the aquarium, the Ferris wheel, visiting the various islands. So here's a massive statue of Vladimir Lenin in the middle of the most capitalistic country that actually went into a Cold War with the USSR, and yet we have a huge statue of Lenin here in the middle. What is a huge statue doing of the father of communism in modern day Russia doing in the middle of Seattle? Arguably Seattle, one of the of capitalism, with some of the biggest companies in all of history being here. Robert says there's a Lenin statue in NYC. It was removed. It's no longer there in NYC. But yeah, there was a statue. But that one was hidden in some random tenement building that people could barely see. This one's out in view. Dwayne says, I like the Ukrainian flag. Yeah, it does have the Ukrainian flag. No, they always do. That's new. And someone tried to vandalize it, it seems, or paint it. Tanya's been vandalized. Yep, that seems to be the case. So this was originally located in the Czech Republic. And a guy who really loved sculpture saw this beautiful statue. He didn't care who it represented, who it was. Vladimir Lenin, who led the communist revolution in Russia and then turned into the USSR, the Soviet Union. He didn't care. He just thought it was a great piece of art. He bought it for $13,000. And by the time he even got here from Czech Republic, because at that time the Czechs did not want to have any reminders of communism. USSR, they started taking down every icon related to communism. All statues of Lenin, Stalin, Trotsky, anyone. Any communist leader. Including this guy. They were going to destroy it, put it in the scrapyard, possibly smelt it, and reuse it for something new. But this guy intervened, this local Seattleite. He's like, no, I want it. $13,000, here it is. Took him $40,000 to get it here to Seattle. He had to mortgage his own home. He tried to put it up here and wanted to like sell it off or kind of put it in some interesting place. But unfortunately, he died in a car accident before he could see it being put up in public display. His family had no idea what to do with it. They were trying to sell it very quickly and try to smelt it to recover some of the money that this guy ended up wasting. And the city said, no, let's put it on public display. Let's wait for a vendor. It's already been many decades. No one wants to buy it. So Lenin still stands here because no one wants to buy a statue. And so no one wants to buy a statue. Susie says, rude, and Shauna says, rude, yeah, what's up? There's already second person to say a very rude remark while I'm filming. Why? Alex says, all for 50 pounds. Yeah, I mean, it's something. I don't think anyone has even bid anything yet. Beautiful. So Gabitsa says, is that Lenin? It is indeed Lenin, yep. Indeed it is. The man himself. Someone earlier asked about tea. Here's a tea shop. Here's a poem. It says, mortar and pistol, careful concocted tinctures of loose leaf, rose hips, and the roots of vital things, green or black, oolong at its peak, teas for every tongue, paired effortlessly with the prose of Eastern tradition, steam swirls and the scent of comfort right. And this is, Masonic Lodge. The Dork Lodge. Right here, old Masonic Lodge. When was this established? Wow, 1893. This is an old one. 1893, Dork Lodge, number 92. Still appears to be open. And Joe says perhaps it was for the statue. Yeah, but nonetheless, it's low class. Low class. The Dork Temple. If anyone could tell me a little bit more about the dorks. Dwayne says Edmonton, followed by Winnipeg, has the largest population of Ukrainians in Canada. The statue would definitely be damaged if it were in these two cities. Yeah, I can imagine. Is Seattle a product of the gold rush? Asked Ron. Yes, it is. Seattle really bubbled up in size due to the Klondike gold rush up in the Alaskan region. So tens of thousands or more men, mostly men, came up here. Well, actually women too. They were working in a different business. They came up here and rushed over to find new opportunity. Seattle was the main port to go off into the Klondike region. So Klondike itself, the town that was set up, they actually end up getting the bubbling up in size like it did in Seattle, because Seattle became the center where all those men who were making a lot of money in the gold rush came back here and started making a lot of business. And the businesses were facilitating all the men going all throughout that region. So a lot of the money was centered here in Seattle, not in the surrounding parts. Some cool little shops over here. Look, a dog bakery. That's fascinating. Angie says, Seattle's closely tied to Alaska for trade. Thank you, Angie. Yeah. Yeah, it being so close. By boat and by land. This is interesting. It's a hotel. Look at that. This is a hotel up here. All right, let's cross. So where's the Fremont Troll? I have a feeling it's this way. Dwayne says there's also a history with the railway in Washington State and British Columbia. Oh, really? Interesting. Christine and Sally says under the bridge. Yeah, try to find the bridge. Yeah, I think we're coming across it, yeah. Hey, Paul from Cork, welcome. Angie, thank you so much for letting me know about the troll. So one of my favorite movies of all time, 10 Things I Hate About You, a timeless American classic starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Heath Ledger, Gabrielle Union, and many other, Julia Stiles as well, end up putting Seattle on the map after grunge. And there's a short scene here. I think this one was with Heath Ledger, I think, if anyone can confirm. No, this was with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. They come over here to visit a troll that's hidden underneath a bridge. But no, 10 Things I Hate About You is not a movie about sci-fi or fantasy. No, because there's a literal troll under the bridge. I mean, like, it's been right in front of me. This is like the coolest thing ever. So it is hollow. And yeah, right underneath the bridge. Susie says it's a Norwegian troll. Yeah, Norwegian trolls, very typical in Norwegian, Scandinavia lore. Janice says, oh, a troll. Yep. The only troll I will permit on this broadcast. Susie says, we need one of those underneath the BQE. I agree. I think it would be a good addition to the BQE. All right, let me take a selfie. Diane says it kind of looks like Nixon. I think, yeah, it has a little bit of a similarity. So here it says the Fremont troll was designed by and built by Stephen Badanis, Will Martin, Donna Walter, and Ross Whitehead. Wow. 4 people. With the help of the community, the Fremont Arts Council sponsored this project with the hope to build a greater sense of place in the neighborhood through art and with a strong community. The troll was selected in an open competition in which the community voted on proposals by the 4 finalists. And the volunteers helped prepare the site and create the ferro cement sculpture. Support from time, money, and in-kind donations by the community, and a grant from the Seattle Matching Funds program. Maintenance is provided by the Fremont Arts Council and you. Please leave the site cleaner than you found it. Oh, beautiful. It doesn't say when it was built. 1990 it was built. And yeah, it's holding a huge buggy, or a very small buggy. So speaking of trolls, I would recommend watching the movie The Troll Hunter. It's a great movie made in Norway, and it shows a little bit more about the mythos of trolls in Norwegian mythology. So highly recommend Troll Hunter. Great film. Keenan, nice to see you here. Welcome. Susie says, very cool. Yeah, it was very cool to go there. That's awesome. Susie says, I've seen every movie ever made. I swear. Reference a lot of films, yeah. Well, I've only referenced the films I saw. And never referenced the films I didn't see. Paul says Fremont is a nice place. Yeah, it is. I think it is. Adam says, how did the troll get here? Well, it's a sculpture, so it was constructed there. Yeah. That's how it got there. There's a place called Just Burgers. I wonder what they sell.
Don't worry.
This is a nice little building. There's the Fremont branch of the Seattle Public Library. Looks very beautiful. Wow. Made in Seattle. 10 Things I Hate About You is my favorite film in Seattle. Angie says, am I going to Gasworks? I'm not sure. How far is it walking distance? Mater says, at Just Burgers, they actually sell tacos. Yeah, I wonder if it's a misdirect. Oh, Crumby, a place that sells sandwiches and spirits. Oh, sounds nice. Kay says, I had a Cajun burger. Oh, cool. Scott says, Gasworks is about half a mile behind you. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know. All right, speaking of tea, someone asked about tea, and there's a whole lot of tea. Oh, Lazy Cow Bakery. Something like that. Ooh, Lucky Pho. I like that, Lucky Pho. I think that might be a pun. That's awesome. Some of the Vietnamese population. And, a lot of people are going to the bus to university.
Yeah, no. There's this girl in like public health class. Like,
Residual Aftermath says Tulsa is the center of the universe, actually. Okay. Let's go towards the market, shall we? There's an interesting sculpture at the end of the block. Is there? All right, let's check it out before we go to the market. Oh, cider house. Look at that. What is this? Janice, I'm glad you enjoyed St. Pat's parade. That's awesome to hear. Shields, nice to see you here. Ask, how are you liking Seattle? I'm loving it. It's a beautiful city. Colin says that statue is always dressed up. Oh, interesting. Okay, the mark is right over here. Cool, wow. Cool sculpture around this apartment building. Here's the local Starbucks. There's a neon Rapunzel on the bridge, says Janice. Oh, interesting. Let me drink some water. This sounds very interesting, says Susie. Yeah, I think so. I think so. There's a biker screaming. Oh. All right, let's go. So Angie says, Than Brothers is an iconic pho place. Okay. Oh, that's awesome to hear. The market is usually pretty cool, says Scott. Oh yeah, we're heading straight towards it. Kay says this building reminds me of Barcelona. Yeah. All right, welcome to the Fremont Market. So they're selling cold brew infused with CBD. Oh wow! Oh, the parking garage is also converted into a vintage market. Let's see if there's a cell phone reception
I gotta
underneath.
go back.
Susie says I could use an adaptogen. Yeah, they're very nice. Ashwagandha is one of the more popular adaptogens. All right, we are now in the market in the Scott says Fremont coffee is through the block. Yes, I passed it by earlier. That does seem nice. Wow, this is a cool jacket right here. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Huh. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is what Seattle is known for. The Pacific Northwest in general, but this type of style. This is what a lot of the grunge rock stars wore, like Kurt Cobain, and they would tie it around their waist. They would wear a t-shirt and then tie this around their waist. Classic red flannel, red plaid flannel. NW says, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. You use it, NW? That's awesome. Janet says, I haven't worn plaids in Catholic school. Yeah, Catholic school, it was very popular, at least in New York City, to wear the plaid, the girls wore the plaid skirts. Guys had sometimes a plaid shirt, but yeah, it was mostly just the girls. Oh, mushroom powders, look at this. Superfood smoothies. Oh, and there's the food vendors, cool. Alex says mushrooms, yes, indeed mushrooms, but not the psychoactive kind. That's not legal here. Nice vibe with the music, says B. Chris. Yeah. Cole says we have the best mushrooms in Ireland. Really? Yeah, I barely found mushrooms in Irish cuisine, but I'll be curious, yeah, to try it out. Smoked cheese. Oh, that's so interesting.
No, it's amazing.
Oh my. Wendy says, have you tried pizza in Seattle yet? No, not yet. Is there any good pizza places that people really recommend? Do let me know. Try to find that pizza with cream cheese because Seattleites really like their cream cheese. I love this. Argyle.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good, good.
Good. Where do the sweaters come from?
Well, my friend makes my friend.
Oh, your friend. Oh, yeah, very beautiful.
Thank
Very
you.
beautiful. Nice. Love that. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
So Miss Lop says, was that S&M gear? It was indeed. So yes, there was a stall of gear that is meant for happy nighttime. I will say that. It's gear that comes in all 50 shades of gray. We'll say that. Serious Pie is one of the best, says Wendy. Oh, cool. Okay. You know, Korean bowls are some of the best things ever. So let me show you a nice Korean bowl. Hey, how's it going? I'll have I'll have the barbecue chicken, please.
Chicken, you got it. What kind of toppings do I get for you?
I'll have pickled radish, sweet corn, sweet Asian salad, and I'll have a soy egg, please.
Soy egg?
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of sauce can I get
very little yum yum, and that's it.
You don't want nachos or anything, David? You and I can share some. Well, we can't eat the cookie dough unless it's hot flash. But you let it down there. Ice cream.
Chicken bowl, so it'll be $13.19 or party drink here when you're ready.
And the receipt as well, please.
Alright. Just need you to close it out here.
Yeah.
Looking for chopsticks?
Fork, please.
Fork? And it should ask you for a receipt.
Yeah, I got it. Perfect.
Here you are.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You too. All right, here we have the Korean bowl from Seoul Bowl right here. Let's check it out. So we gotta find some seats first. Katya says very pretty presentation. Yeah, I think it is pretty presentation. Pretty presentation. Yeah, I think so. So let's try this out. A good Seoul bowl, but not Seoul food, but Seoul as in Korea. Mom, good chicken. Good chicken. Very well marinated. Very soft and tender. I like the cabbage. It has a nice little crunch to it. Let me try the rice. Really well done. The rice is I love that. Sometimes the rice has let's try to make it. It's jasmine rice. Yeah, it has like a nice slight floral taste to it. So I think it's jasmine rice. And then it's great with the corn and the radishes over here. I love rice bowls with pickled veggies. There's also kimchi. I didn't want something too spicy. Gotta give my stomach a little bit of a break. But this is a very refreshing pickled veggie. Wow. Really well done. I'm surprised those guys are empty. Really well done bowl. There's a restaurant in Vancouver called Disco Cheetah, Korean food, similar to what Ariel's eating. Cheeto's awesome, yeah. Korean food is becoming quickly very popular. I mean, Korean culture in general is becoming very popular in the West. And food is definitely part of that. Disfruta tu comida, says Anamida. Se ve delicioso. Oh, gracias. Lo agradezco. Ana says, it looks very beautiful. Enjoy your food. Let's try the salted eggs or the soy eggs. This is very common in many parts of Asia, this type of egg. I'm gonna actually have a bite of chicken and rice first. Wow, great chicken. The barbecue sauce is more kind of sweeter. And definitely they use soy sauce on that barbecue sauce. All right. Oh, wow. That's a flavorful egg. Oh, I like it. It's cold. Not too cold. It's cool. It has that soy flavor, but it's mixed in very well with that egg flavor. Like it's very well infused. Maureen, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you. That's very good. Are there any spices to this bowl? I did not get anything spicy. You could get, they had spicy sauces and they had kimchi. Kimchi, spicy cabbage, pickled cabbage. So you can make the bowl very spicy. I decided not to. Maureen says dinner on me. Thank you so much, Maureen, for sponsoring part of the bowl. Thank you so much. So this bowl was $13. The Seattle price is very similar to New York prices. Let me have a few more bites. Let me know if you have any questions. Not too salty, says Alex. No, not too salty. No, Korean food never has been really salty, in my opinion. The avocado toast I had earlier, which I didn't show on video, but I showed a photo of it where I started. That was super salty. Ugh. Way too salty. ¿Te gusta ese rango? ¿Qué significa rango? Dígame. Bien buena. Let me know what rango means, but I really do enjoy the food. So slam that like button right now. I'm eating a Korean bowl. I love the presentation. Even the actual plastic, this is plastic, but they made it look like one of those classic glass bowls used for ramen. Or Koreans might do this with bibimbap. So it kind of looks like a bibimbap ceramic bowl, but it's plastic. I love that. Cool color scheme. Yeah, I'm doing a YouTube live video. Yeah. How's it going? Good. Awesome. Have a good day. She asked me, what are you doing? And I told her that I'm doing YouTube, and she just kept looking. It's like, yeah, nice. Bye. But very nice. So there we go. Have you tried Wagyu beef, says Ron. Yes, I've tried Wagyu beef. Problem in America, Wagyu, which is I don't think it's supposed to be as good as Japanese Wagyu. And Japanese Wagyu could be very expensive. So I am so excited to go to Japan at some point and try actual Wagyu over there. What was the name of the food truck again? Seoul Bowl. Seoul as in the city of Seoul, not the city of Seoul such as in Memphis or Motown, but Seoul as in Korea. AP says soy, delicious, but preserved with sodium benzoate. Cancer causing. Yeah, soy products it can be a little bit tricky. Angie, that's better to buy the naturally made soy sauce if you can. Angie says they might have a brick and mortar store. Oh, that's awesome. Katya says I like the music. Yeah, DJ's playing good music. Good vibes. Mysteria says Fremont and Ballard are not my favorite places in Seattle. Oh, why is that? I'm very curious. Very chilled soundtrack, says Alex. Oh, yeah. Hey. Donna says, you're so bundled up. Are you finding it cold on the West Coast? I am. It is as cold as New York is. I'm extra bundled up because there's a lot of changes in weather and I do a lot of walking. And once the cloud covers, it starts getting very cool. Especially if the wind picks up and starts raining. Then that's why it's better to have layers. Well, we have 316 people tuning in. I didn't realize we had that many people. A lot of people are quiet today. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what else is interesting to show and see in Fremont. Someone said the Gasworks Park. That's interesting. Maybe I'll save that for another video. I'm gonna save this bowl for a little bit later. How long are you staying? Where's your next adventure, says Shields. Stay tuned. I'll be showing another iconic American city. Stay tuned. FB should have more views. FB has been very low. FB is weird. In UK, I was blowing up on Facebook. I was getting 100+ viewers concurrent, and now almost nothing. 25 viewers, very little, lower than I usually have gotten before. So FB has been very low. Miss Lob says, smash that like button on. Yeah. Newport News of Virginia, says Stephen. Might still be Lincoln, Nebraska. Who knows? SJ says, hey, from Chicago, Illinois. Hope you enjoy the rest of your trip. Thank you. I will enjoy the rest of my trip. Will you visit the Nordic Museum? Museums will mostly be for super urbanists, so I might do museum videos for super urbanists. So patreon.com/urbanist. All right, let's go try that coffee over there. Hi, Bull. Nice to see you here. Welcome to the live video. Let's see. Hi, do you have any more Nitro? I'll love a Nitro, please. No, black. Straw, yes, yeah, that'd be great. Lid as well. It's cool that you have it on tap, so it's portable.
We have a patent on this.
What?
We have a patent on this.
Oh, you do? Oh, cool. That's awesome. Very cool.
We just got it last December.
Oh, that's amazing.
Did you say a lid and straw?
Yeah, lid and straw. Yeah, that
So
is.
this is ready. Are you from somewhere else?
I'm from New York City.
My son went to school in New York.
Oh, you did? Oh, cool.
No, my son.
Well, your son. Okay, okay. Yeah, Nitro is very popular over there, but no one has done it on like street side. Yeah. Yeah.
He's a bit of a wizard.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, so he's an engineer.
No,
No? Okay.
Just figures things out.
That's very cool.
This is you.
Awesome.
Are you just visiting?
I am, yeah. Well, I do videos of travel and food.
nice.
Yeah. And I cover coffee significantly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your name?
It's Ariel Vieira.
Do I know you? Should I know you?
You-
Are in the coffee industry? Like,
I'm not in the industry, but I do a lot of coffee videos.
got it.
And on YouTube, I'm Urbanist Exploring Cities.
All right, I'll look it up.
Yeah, definitely. Nice to meet you. Have a good day. That was very nice. This is called True North, and let me throw away this straw paper. So very nice. I couldn't show too much because obviously it's they have a little bit of proprietary information. Don't want to give too much away, but they seem to have a portable draft tank for Nitro coffee, which is very impressive because Nitro coffee you could usually find it in a brick and mortar coffee shop. No one really sells it ever on street side unless if it's already bottled or canned. So we just had Nitro. We're having Nitro on draft here at a market by a patent machine by the woman behind the counter and her husband. Let's try this out. Ooh, wow, that is a very interesting Nitro. Very interesting Nitro. So if people don't know, Nitro is cold brew coffee infused with nitrogen. That's why you need the draft machine in order to serve Nitro. Nitro can come canned and can come bottled, but just like a good Guinness, which is stout infused with nitrogen, it's better when you get it off draft. And most places actually don't even know how to do good Nitro, even though they have the draft machine. A lot of places have not mastered it. This place is doing a good job. It's sometimes it's better not to drink this with a straw because it's similar to beer. It has a very sharp, nice, kind of clean, acidic, citrusy taste to it. It's almost like orange zest. Ooh, wow. The texture is velvety, but reminds me a whole lot of like a very well-made lemonade. Of course, this is all subjective, but that's why I'm getting. Ooh. So Nitro has the highest caffeine content of all the coffees. Any brew method, this is the highest caffeine content. Right here is the equivalent of maybe 4, 5, probably up to 6 espresso shots in one small little cup. And 6 espresso shots is the equivalent of 3 cappuccinos, 3 lattes. That's how much, give or take, 4 to 6. Wow. Oh, that's really good. I really enjoy it. It's a very different Nitro that I tried. It really tastes like if you're drinking a good coffee cocktail that is with chilled coffee and orange zest or maybe a little bit of mint. There's those coffee cocktails out there that they do that. It tastes like that. It has a very kind of refreshing, bright taste to it. So I recommend True North if you want to try a very interesting coffee. Adam says that's a lot of cups, yeah. So that was the market. Let's backtrack a little bit and see a little bit more of the Fremont Main Street. Rosemary says this should keep you up on your toes. I hope so. I was falling a little bit asleep. Oh, there's a Fremont sign down there. Han says, I can buy those machines for €100 here. I think they make it for coffee specifically. That might be the reason they patent something unique. I think maybe that's why most cold brews, Nitro cold brews kind of suck in most cafes because they might be using a beer draft machine. Mater says, it sounds like my cup of tea. Oh, yeah. Oh, one can bike to the U district. Angie says, now we know how he fuels his 5-hour live streams. Here we have the tale of dinosaurs. I love these BS signs. It's just sides talking about, well, this is not full BS, but they're talking about the most random things, such as dinosaurs. It says, fun facts with the Z. They walked the earth 150 million years ago. Look, fossilized Apatosaurus tracks in Colorado. Carrie says, I didn't imagine Nitro to be so intense. Oh, it's getting chilly with all the clouds coming. The rain is coming. As the famous Family Guy quote goes, it's gonna rain. The gasworks is on the east side of the trail. Okay, good to know. Alex says something's off in this broadcast. No one has asked about Kurt Cobain's house, which I've been asked over and over again. Yeah. Look at that. Dude, we already have a donut, says Hans. I have not seen the donut here yet on sale. Let me put on my gloves because it's getting cold. I've not seen a donut yet on sale, so maybe once we go back to the main street, there'll be a donut or two somewhere, anywhere. Oh, this is a bowl. I hope it doesn't open up in my bag. Pretty still cool. So Angie says, we're near the Burke-Gilman Trail, which goes through Seattle neighborhoods. Yes, a 27-mile trail, the one we passed right now. Very long. Susie says, the cookie dough would be something different from a donut. I don't really like cookie dough. It's too sweet for me. Susie, that's why I don't really feature cookie dough. That's like a sugar bomb. Mysterious says the Burke-Gilman Trail goes all the way to Redmond. Ooh. Susie says, wow, what a travesty. Yep, that's why I don't cover cotton candy, Skittles, cookie dough, ice cream. Janice says, Simply Desserts has great cake. Ooh, that's interesting. Jadwiga, nice to see you here. My family went to Wave Hill in the Bronx in New Jersey. Not a big garden, but one nice to visit. Yeah. I haven't actually ever done a video on Wave Hill. Might do it at some point. All right, let's go to an authentic Seattle experience and go to the 7-Eleven. Hey, Poco, nice to see you here. While I'm excited to visit the 7-Eleven in East Asia, specifically Japan, here is nothing special, unfortunately. The food isn't that good in the 7-Elevens in America. But apparently in Japan, it's a whole different experience. So I can't wait to one day experience that over there. Teresa, how long have you been on? It's been like 13 hours, something like that, Teresa, give or take. No, it's only been 2 hours, an hour and 50 minutes. I'm gonna see what else is in this Main Street. Where is everyone? It's so quiet. There's not a soul on the street, and there's only one person. Colin recommends Roxy's Diner. Ooh, cool. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Hello, hello. Is anyone out there, out there, out there? Bella says they're sleeping. Yeah. I think that's why the main team is called the Kraken here in Seattle, because it's still sleeping. No one has awakened the Kraken yet. Like, Lynn says it's like Pink Floyd the song. Yeah, yeah. Hello, hello. That's a great song by Pink Floyd. They get up at the cracking of dawn. Indeed they do, AAP. I like that pun. Is that Gasworks? Teresa says many people are with family. Seattle doesn't strike me as a place where people are hanging out with their family. It's a pretty young city. Like it's I think younger than New York, so I don't think it's really that many people hanging out with family. Let me know, is that the Gasworks there in the distance? AAP says it's Palm Sunday. I don't think Seattle's that religious either. I get it, but I don't think it's that religious as it's maybe a little bit more on the East Coast where there's more Catholics. Gasworks is the other direction. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. No, Gasworks is rust colored. Oh, I see. Mysterious says you're going the wrong way. Yeah, there seems to be nothing in this direction. Yeah, unfortunately. However, I will bid you adieu over here. I hope everyone enjoyed this live video. Nice market, cool to vintage shop, very cool knickknack stores and things that you can buy off of a bunch of little postcards and jewelry and things like that. It's a really cool place. And then there seems to be a few good coffee shops as well. Angie says our COVID restrictions just ended and they were pretty heavy. Were they as heavy as New York? I mean, like New York wasn't that heavy. So New York was vibrant since 2021. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I will be back next Thursday through Sunday at 4 p.m. And then afterwards, we'll be going to a different city. And this city, I have the feeling, is going to be a lot more vibrant. And it's about to rain right now. So everyone, patreon.com/urbanist. Keep being awesome. And always keep on exploring. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hello. Is anyone out there?